guys, how's it going? So we are about to take a look at the Black Ops 7 Zombies trailer. Now I have got my fingers crossed that hopefully this trailer will get my internal hype going for the new Call of Duty, because as we all know, Zombies has been a tad bit of a letdown over the past few CODs. I mean, I've not absolutely hated them, but they just don't really slap the way that Zombies, the way that it used to. And I mean, really, I find myself enjoying Black Ops 3 Custom Zombies way more than I've enjoyed any of the past Call of Duty Zombies, aside from occasionally playing with people. Now, this trailer just dropped, I believe, 21 hours ago. This is on IGN. Not seen it, not seen anything about it, just seen that it had dropped. So, again, a little preface is I have no real concrete, in-depth understanding of the Black Ops 6 storyline, just because of the little bit of lackluster interest that I had based off the way that the story was laid out. So I'm sure this probably, as you would halfway expect, feeds off of the Black Ops 6 zombie storyline, but we'll see if we can somewhat piece things together. But here we go. 3, 2, 1. Okay, looks like we're in some sort of government building. Okay.
Welcome to the party.
Oh, bro, when did we get the OG characters back? That's Nikolai, Dempson, Rick Toffin, and Takio. I think, unless they're children, but it definitely should be them.
Technically, the main course.
And who the fuck are you?
I know. Y'all are confused. So was I. But as they say, this too shall pass.
Bro, that right there looks so much. I know it's not, but that looks so much like the Fallout, fella. I got to take and rewatch that show, and I never played the game, so I can't even think of the guy his name. But he's a ghoul, I think, is what his classification is. But fella with a red face, wears a cowboy hat. It almost feels like a direct ripoff of that, but let's go with it. Okay, and I think that slightly rejuvenated him. It looks like he's got some avian skin work going on there.
See y'all real soon. In the meantime, why don't y'all get to know some of the natives?
Okay, and they look like absolute trash. Looks like Tony Stark in the Marvel movies whenever his little arc reactor dude jigging his chest was turning him inside out.
Hell pigs. Kill them or be killed.
Okay. The zombie models are looking pretty dope. Like, are all their eyes kind of glossy, or is that just the 4 original characters? Okay. Okay, wait, the eyes are yellow again. I'm trying to zone in and pay a little bit of attention to some of the smaller details and stuff that's going on, but
killers. This is gonna be fun.
Okay, Call of Duty Black Ops 7 Zombies, November 14th. By God, it's creeping closer and closer every day. It always sucks some absolute monkey cock that the zombies and stuff drops right around hunting season, especially this year, because I'm about to be, like, I gotta be out there for the HQ content and all that stuff, like grinding out in the mountains doing some hunting. But I'm gonna, God, I want to get in. I want to get in on this too. Okay, but yeah, I mean, nothing really crazy stood out to me as far as going into, like, I kind of like going into this with the perspective of not having much perspective as to what's been going on, but I don't know anything about this cowboy hat fella, so I think he's got to be new. I've not really played the last zombie maps in depth.
This too.
But he does really have that, like, Fallout ghoul thing. This whole soul-sucking situation where, like, you know, it's almost like initially, as soon as that was happening, I thought it was going to just take and like fully steal the four main characters, like the original OG characters' souls, and then it was going to be the objective of the new characters to free them, just because that seems like a kind of a running theme almost. It's like having to free the souls of some character that's got hoodwinked or bamboozled. But in this case, it looks like all of them are on the same playing field, because all of their some of their life force has got sucked through into that man. And with the little skull things, we've got more of this ethereal riff crap going on, which is, I don't know, that's neither here nor there. That stuff to me gets kind of old pretty quick, but that's just me. Again, that zombie's eyes are a little redder than some of these seem. Some of these seem to have more of a yellow tone, but I guess at the end they're all pretty much the same reddish yellow color. Because they went through like pretty much every eye color that you can imagine. I just always thought that the yellow was directly associated with like Richthofen's zombies. But God, it's really cool to see your OG4 back again. Whatever's going on with their face and the varicose veins and stuff in their face, you know, it kind of makes Nikolai just look like your stereotypical communist Russian under communist rule, because he looks like garbage. But yeah, I mean, really, I feel like this is a lackluster reaction video, because I don't have a lot more that we can really go off of. That helmet style, I'm trying to figure out where exactly they're at and what exact time period they're in, but I think that's going to be kind of hard to tell, because where they go back and forth between hopping through time loops, like now we got some, you know, young, fresh-looking versions of the OG characters mixed in with the same age ranges or BO6 characters, that it just doesn't really lend itself to really being able to tell. Because what does that... okay, so that must be some type of governmental group, because that almost... right there, I see anus. That says ANUS, but there's got to be something before that. So, yeah, like not knowing the exact names of the groups that might have come into play within BO6, it's probably hard to... I don't know if it was more visible at the very beginning. Yeah, I see anus. That's all that's standing out to me right there. And that right there was just a screen on the back end of that help desk, which isn't doing much to help anybody at the moment. Again, you know, the cinematography with the game engines and all that stuff, everything looks nice and smooth. It still doesn't, you know, what was the map? The Giant, whenever it dropped, like that right there was one of the best, I think, like trailers in Zombies history. Like all of those was pretty solid. But I'm curious to know what y'all think. Anybody that does happen to put their old looking balls on this particular video, and if you noticed anything specific, obviously I can look it up, because people probably got early access to this trailer, and I've already broke down frame by frame and, you know, devoured every single second of the trailer. That right there is kind of a dope little scene right there. But yeah, I mean, I think the zombie models actually look pretty good if that translates over directly into the game itself. Because they all seem to be, like, kind of have the same distinguishing factors. Like, there doesn't seem to be any crazy, you know, they didn't really show any boss zombie. I'm sure just like with what it's been, the ones that have helmets and more of the tactical gear and body armor and stuff are going to be slightly stronger. I hope, for the love of God, I hope that they, and I'm sure they won't, but I hope they change the point system back to more of what the classic point system was instead of whatever it is in the current CODs, where it's like, it's not bullet. You don't get points per, like, bullets on target. You just kind of get, like, a fixed amount of points per zombie, because then you're really... It's such a constant, consistent strain on what you can accomplish in any given amount of time based off how you strategize what weapons you're using. Not to get too deep into the zombie nerd talk there, but, you know, if you've played zombies, you know what I'm talking about. So just having to go in and have all this set class, it just makes it feel more robotic and more just... too structured in a way. So yeah, that's probably the last, you know, beneficial critical thought that I have on this. None of these weapons are really standing out crazy different or like crazy you know, niche yet. Like, we do have Takeo just slicing and dicing with his sword, so I'm sure that'll probably be a key factor. Like, having a sword now is pretty, you know, neither here nor there with that. But yeah, guys, that is going to do it for this first, my just first impressions looking at this. So it's Ashes of the Damned, is that what it is? So yeah, official Ashes of Damned cinematic trailer, Call of Duty 7 Zombies. Okay, cool deal. Well, guys, yeah, sorry, that's going to do it. So let me know what you think in the comments section. That thumbs up button, subscribe, and, you know, let me know if you're still, you know, interested in seeing some Black Ops 7 Zombies content, because I will probably get it, and I will probably play it some, just because you got to give it a fair shake to see how she is. I will say there's probably more things hidden down there in the actual... this actual trailer photo that's sprinkled around that we could take bits and pieces from, but I'll leave that to the other full-time zombie individuals. Yeah, so until the next video, guys, adios.